today I wanted to show you some ideas using some of the new Craftstash background stamps. So the first stamp I wanted to show you is this one here. This is the half-tone spots from the new background collection, and it's a really large stamp and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's fantastic for creating fun backgrounds. So I'm going to show you how to create this one and some other ideas as well. So when using large background stamps like this, I do advise that you use a stamping platform. Obviously you could use a large stamping block, but what I found is that if it didn't stamp first time, then I would struggle to go back over and stamp it exactly right the next time. The good thing with using a platform like these is that if it doesn't stamp first time, I know that I can just re-ink or even just press again, and I know that I can get it in exactly the spot I like it. Now, I've already cut a piece of card here to size. If you find that you struggle when you give yourself such a small area, I just wanted a tiny white frame, but if you find that you struggle to keep the magnets holding onto it, use a larger piece of card, hold the magnets in place, and then cut it down once you've finished stamping. So I have popped it where I want it, and I'm just going to press now, giving it a good press so that I know that it's got all of it stuck down onto the lid. And it will just grab onto there for it, but I don't mind. Now, any residue you see on there is just from where I've previously been stamping, but I don't mind because it's going to go exactly in the same spot again anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the grape jelly memento, and I'm just going to ink up here on one side of the background stamp. And then what I'm going to do is take some of the lilac posies, do the other side. Now you'll notice that the colours look different on the different spots. Now that is because some of them are lots of spots and some of them are few, which is what I really like about this sort of half-tone effect. And the other great thing is it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a really lush background for if you like doing your distress backgrounds and things like that. You can get some really lovely distress effects. So all I'm doing is giving a really good push down to try and make sure I get pressure on all of the stamp. And as I say, if you don't first time with a stamping platform, it's not so bad because you can just go and re-ink it up and come back in. So here where I've missed this area here, it could just be where the ink is left over, so I can come back in and press again in that spot so that I know I've put pressure on all of it. There we go. So you can see now it's all covered where I need it to be. So I'm going to take this one away. I'm just going to move my platform out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pre-stamped balloon centre sort of focal point for the background. And I'm going to use a sort of a tonal pink that goes with the pink and the purple. Now this one is from the Imagine Design Create Birthday Balloons A5 stamp set. And I'm just going to pop it here. Now I've used some raised foam pad, but I've only put it on the top. Now the reason is I'm going to bring this sentiment here and I'm going to tuck it down there so it looks like it goes flat and then raised up at the top. So I'm just going to take some double-sided foam tape just so that this has a little bit of a raise to it as well. Just going to snip a little bit off, pop it on here, and then I'm going to bring my sentiment just slightly over the bottom of the balloon there and push down. So as you can see, it's just tucked in under there. So I really like how you've got that gorgeous blend of the colours, and you can see how it looks slightly darker and then slightly lighter when you're using, that's just the same colour ink, but it's that lovely background effect that you get from using the stamp. So to finish that off, as you can see here, all I've done is added a few Nuvo drops in the corners, and I've just given it some simple matte and layering. So that's one idea using the half-tone spots. I've got lots of other ideas. I've got this one here. Now this one, as you can see, I have used the stamp. I've given no frame, and I have done flat with double-sided tape and then raised with foam tape, and then flat again, and then raised and flat. And this is black and then grey tonal effect on that one. So that's another idea. One other idea I came up with was just to see what it looked like using black and white stamped images on top. So this is from one of the ranges, again from Craftstash, one of the beautiful stamp sets. I think it was this one here, the Apple Blossom one, Nature's Bloom, that one was. And I've just done a sort of a really classic looking birthday card there. And then I had another go at doing the pink and purple because I really like that. Just some die cut Easter eggs and then Easter over the top there. And then I have also done another one here where I've done all one colour, but obviously you can see where the darker is, where there's more spots in the tonal. And then I've raised a few of them up just to give it a different effect. Now, another idea that I thought about using is using the circles and just some simple stamped letters over them to spell out different sort of sentiments. And that's a really quick and easy card to make. Just with that one background stamp and then some letter stamps is a really easy way of making some lovely cards. So as you can see, there's lots of ways of using the new background stamp, and I think it's a great addition to anyone's craft stash. So you can find this stamp, I believe, now on the website, and I think you're going to really love it because it's fantastic for all sorts of crafts. This is just some card making ideas. There's lots of lovely ways you can use it in mixed media crafting and other crafting too. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please, as always, do just give me a message, and happy crafting!